we decided to go to the ER because we had just initially read that it's really bad for babies, and so we wanted to check to have our, we weren't really concerned with our 4-year-old and our 2-year-old getting through it, although we'd been a little scared, but we mainly were like, oh no, if our infant gets it, you know, this could be bad. So we wanted to be able to know what it was, so we knew, you know, okay, now we need to figure out what to do. And so we went to the emergency room on a Wednesday morning. We just got up and got everyone ready and headed out as a family to go to the ER. At the ER, we were tested for a bunch of other things, RSV and some other, they did a chest x-ray for pneumonia on our 2-year-old, and they did swabs. They didn't want to give us the pertussis swab test because the doctor said that there had been no reported cases in Hawaii, and he would be very surprised if that's what it was. We did bring along 2 recordings of one of the coughing fits so they could listen, and they, we said, hey, we'll play it, and they didn't really even want to listen to it, which we thought was kind of weird, because, I don't know, it sounded like that would be helpful to me. So we did that, and we just kept being persistent that, could you please test us for pertussis, because, there's always a time for a first time, even if there's no reported cases, and it seems very much to match our symptoms. And so they did do the swab test, and it's a 2-day turnaround test. So we were at the emergency room for maybe 5, or maybe not that long, 4 hours. And we left, and they told us, well, the ER doctor said, I will personally give you a call when we get the results. He said this test will pass by my desk. And so 2 days later, on a Friday, we got a call, but it wasn't the ER doctor that saw us. It was someone else, and they asked us how we were doing and wanted to see if there was any worse progress. And they said, we really don't think it's pertussis because there hasn't been any other cases. And if, anything gets worse, you can come to the ER. And they hung up, and we realized that we didn't ask if the test came back positive or negative. We assumed that meant it was negative because they said they would call with the results. And so we didn't actually find out that the lab test came back, in fact,